Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Conker's Bad Fur Day. This is Sakura Diesel here. And hopefully that game wasn't too loud and such over there, but whatever, and Conker was just playing a Game Boy Color. And we found out what Pepsi Max is. Well, actually no, Maxi Pex is.
You
yeah,
gave away the joke.
Yeah, it was a joke. Basically, there's someone in the development team basically likes Pepsi Max so much and such, but they couldn't use it in the game and stuff, so they just basically had to come up with a different word for it. But yeah, actually, before we go in there, last time we left off, we just basically watched a long-ass cutscene. We went through a quote-unquote tutorial. We saved this beehive and such. We killed off a bunch of dung beetles because we learned that they're allergic to nuts. And we stopped the first episode right here and such. So we have two paths, and what you're supposed to do, as Conker points his head up there, you're supposed to go over there, but you actually can go on the other side if you want to, but if you do, you won't be able to get very far, though.
And it's not this scene where it stops you.
No, it's not this scene. Basically, if you go on top to this door over there, it says close back at 10. So, yeah, basically it's this game's way of saying that, like, yeah, you're not supposed to be here, yeah, play the game with shit, asshole.
No.
I don't know, how do you feel about games that sometimes, you know, either, like, how do you feel about, like, both, open world games that just basically let you explore, like, however you want to explore, however you want to, you know, gain levels, and how do you also feel about games where it's the opposite of that, where it's very lenient and they tell you where to go to next?
Well, that depends. Like, for me personally, I like both, but if it really came down to it, and I mean really came down to it, I'll probably pick the one where it has the linear storyline, because with an open world, I might get too lost and I wouldn't know where to go, and I'd have to keep looking up where to go.
That's true. That's fair enough. And yeah, you can also go in here too, and you can try to go across this bridge if you want, which we're gonna do right now. But if you do that, let's say something will happen. I will say this, when I first played this game, I actually got a little lost in this part right here, because I couldn't find a goddamn rope, and that's not what I was supposed to do. But yeah, actually, if you go down here, just wait, all you gotta do is get this rope up and climb back here. Okay, so now you think, okay, well, I just fell and such, there's no big deal. Well, okay, let's see if I can actually do this legit this time. Because again, let's play Curse. Anyway, alright, so, oh, I got stuck on the... Okay, I didn't know that could happen. You learn something new every day with this game.
It's actually on this one right here, I think.
Yeah, this board right here. You're getting very close, and all of a sudden,
It's about to.
London Bridge literally fell down. Yeah. Yeah, so basically, no matter how many times you try to cross that bridge, or try to get on top of that, or try to get into the bank, you will never get to that bank. So that's another roadblock for you. So let's see if I can actually... There it is. Yeah. Yeah, because like I said, the first time I played this, I actually could not find where the rope was and such. So I just basically wandered around for about, I want to say maybe like 30 minutes or so until I actually found the rope. So, I'm pretty sure that's happened to a lot of people that played this game for the first time.
Yeah, this happened to me.
Yeah. So anyway, alright, let's stop digging around and actually go to the actual level we're supposed to go into. In terms of like, first little, again, quote-unquote level, because, again, there's not really much... I don't know if you would call these levels in a sense of like out of something like Super Mario Bros. Or the Banjo-Kazooie games and such, but they do each have a little town, a little village, or something like that, and each have their own little objectives for you to do and such. First cutscene. Yeah, like I said, this game is really story heavy too.
Again, if you can even call it a story.
I mean, it's technically got a beginning, middle, and end. It just goes around all over the place. And that's one of the reasons why some people don't like at least this Conker game that much. It's just for the fact that the story is just real random. It goes all over the place and such, and doesn't even know, like... Sometimes it doesn't even know, like, you know, what kind of genre does it want it to be. Does it want to be, like, you know, a platformer, or what we're going to see later down the line, you know, a shooter and such, and I can kind of see that criticism. To me, it doesn't bother me too much, because I feel like, you know, it presents itself in a nice pace as it can. So it doesn't feel, you know, too out of the ordinary. And to be fair, some of the objectives you do get in this game and such, like, it makes sense on, like, why it's a shooter now or why it's racing now and such. So again, it doesn't come out of nowhere and such, but again, I can kind of see that getting on some people's nerves. Anyway, we got a Foghorn Leghorn crate.
I love this scene.
Say, little fella, you better get this fat-ass bitch off of my back pronto.
Gee, so many people around here want me to solve their problems. What are you gonna do for me, then?
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. You get rid of that freaking mouse critter, and maybe I'll help you out.
Man, Ratatouille let himself go.
Maybe. Oh, just one more thing.
No, it's Ratatouille's cousin.
Just one more thing.
Yeah, Stinkatouille.
Just mention my name, Jack.
No, his name is Fatatouille.
I'll be just dandy.
Well, considering what we're gonna do to this mouse, actually, that's a good name. Yeah. So yeah, all you gotta do is just go over here, and this is technically your first level. This can trip up some people a little bit, especially if you're going real fast and such. But if you take your time and just notice how the way the blocks are moving or the crates are moving, you'll be just fine. So I'm gonna try not to lose all my chocolates in here if I can, but if I do, it's not gonna be that big a deal.
Jack sent me.
I'm opening it for you here, and you can give them what is ever that you're trying to do.
That's all you do? Great.
Alright, so what you want to do is that you need the cheese for this rat. And just like what I said about the key, if you run at a good pace and get very close to a cheese, immediately hit them with your frying pan as quick as you can, and you'll actually get them on the first go. Yeah. Okay. I didn't squish, so that's good. They're sort of almost like thwomps, but it's not thwomps. They didn't rip off Mario. You can't prove anything.
Yeah, those are the more advanced version of the thwomps. If anything, I think that's their descendants.
Yes.
That was nice. Ooh,
I mean, again, like I always said and such, like there are some moments where, like, where you could tell some video game has, been inspired or, like, took inspiration from other video games, and then there are others where, we could say it's probably a coincidence as well, too. Because, like I said, it's been proven that, like, there are some games where, like, when they do something coincidence, some game developers are like, yeah, no, for real, we did not meant for that to be. It just literally, that's just literally how it turned out.
And I'm trying to remember, is there a good example for that?
Actually, one good example is the first Mega Man game with the Elect Man stage. Because in the Elect Man stage, people like to compare the soundtrack to the famous Journey song "Faithful" and such. I believe that's the one. And literally the person that composed the soundtrack literally never heard of Journey or anything. That was the song. That was just something that just popped into their mind. I felt like it would be perfect for the Elect Man thing.
Wow, you are really not getting this right, are you?
I'm
there you go.
There we go. Yeah, I'm trying. Again, it's one of those games where sometimes, the hitbox, sometimes, the hitbox will be kind to you, and sometimes where, like, you swear you're hitting it, but the game says, no, bitch, try again. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, if you haven't noticed, these steel blocks are actually falling faster. Every time you get cheese to the mouse, these blocks move faster.
I never know. Okay, I'm gonna have to take notice of that one more time after I get this mouse's cheese. And yeah, you better get the mouse's cheese real quick, because if you don't, then the cheese will actually disappear somehow.
It'll wiggle out of your grasp, basically.
Okay. Nice.
Marvelous.
This makes me question: if he knows we're getting cheese, why doesn't he just follow us to the cheese to begin with?
Well, you said he's fat too, so he's fat lazy, yes.
True.
Okay, so
see, now look.
Okay.
See?
So.
See?
Yeah, you're right. It is going real fast too. Okay. Yeah, you're right. All right. I'll also have to take a look back at the gameplay footage about when I get the first cheese versus when I get the last cheese. All right, let's see if I can.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see when I. There we go.
Nice. Only took you 2 attempts this time.
Yeah. And then he wiggles out of there, and I'm like, son of a bitch! Okay.
And you get crushed.
And okay. To be fair, I had that coming.
Yeah, you kind of rushed it.
Yeah. Oh well, whatever. Somehow, okay, what the hell? Somehow I clipped through.
Yeah, this game has some bugs that needed to be fixed back then, but they couldn't do it.
Well, to be fair, that's the N64 in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Because this was actually I think this actually was the very last console to use cartridges until all gaming companies decided to switch to CDs now with their games.
Yeah, this was.
Yeah, because Nintendo thought that, like, you know, people still wanted cartridges and such. And but I mean, to be fair, to give them credit and such, like, you know, they did a really good job with, you know, some of the games, especially like, you know, what they had to do in cartridge form at the time. But it was very clear that, like, you know, CDs were really, you know, becoming a much more easy and affordable way to make games.
Oh boy, here we go. I think this is why we never see some of his cousins.
Yeah. And for some reason, this mouse is lactose intolerant. Really lactose intolerant.
Violently intolerant, actually. Oh, and he's still alive. His head's still alive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, thank God it's in really bad polygons, so technically it's not as gruesome, but it's still gruesome.
Yeah.
I mean, if this was released on, can you imagine if this was released on PS5?
I don't want to know how. Well, I'm not even sure they could get away with a game like this anymore.
You know, considering some of the stereotypes and even questionable, little bit of questionable dialogue coming from this game, yeah, let's just say a certain group would be really on this game's ass.
Oh yeah.
And that's all we're gonna say.
Yep.
Cause in this channel we don't want to get political.
I'm like, you know who you are.
Yeah, we know who you are. Soccer moms. I was gonna say Christians, but I was just like, no, too easy. The Soccer moms is also too easy too.
Yeah.
Anyway, money.
Ching.
Coming up a little later though, some of the monies has some really funny, snappy comebacks. And this scene is a little extra scene. So if you were to go into the shack first before going to the barn, you would actually get this little extra cutscene. Because if you came to the barnyard first, you would not get this cutscene at all.
Yep.
Let's see. Big hand is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is one more thing we forgot to mention. That was also a big change in the live and reloaded version. In the live and reloaded version, you had a lot more enemies to deal with, and from what I understand, it could get really obnoxious real fast. Okay, because another one where it's just like, you know, you kind of know when an enemy is gonna pop out at you. Well, at least I lost one chocolate, so that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. It's one of those games where, like, you know an enemy is about to come at you and such. But you don't know when and such or how they're gonna come at you. So sometimes, you know, you have to be really quick on your reflex in order to get them. Okay, again, if this Let's Play series does well, if you guys want us to do the Xbox remake, let us know. We might do it, we might not. If we do, then maybe we might do the same thing what we're doing right here and play it on that game's 20th anniversary.
Well, we might. It depends.
It depends. It depends if we want to suffer. Now, there is actually a famous little, because this game actually had, believe it or not, there was a lot of, there's plenty of games, plenty of scenes from this game that actually got real pushback, because Nintendo was like, yeah, no, this is way too far. It's not in this scene, but once we come back to this barn again, I'll point it out, once we get to it. Because it's both a little funny, and at the same time, it's just like, yeah, I kind of see why you wanted to get rid of it. Because again, it'll also play to the fact that, like, this game would not be made today.
Yeah, and matter of fact, there is one scene way later down the line
where
it is completely changed.
Yeah, and it has to do, let's just say it has to do with this pitchfork, and a paint can and a paintbrush. Which looks like Mario Paint went out of business.
That's not this is not the scene I'm talking about. That's the one well down the line.
Okay, I think I also know what other scene you're talking about too.
Yeah, that scene is just, I've seen both. And let's just say I think they made the right choice changing it.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I'm pretty sure there'll be people who are mad that it was actually changed. But with me specifically, I'm kind of happy they did, because it just didn't really fit the aesthetics.
Yeah. Alright, so this part right here is, it's another one of those parts where, like, it did give me a little trouble when I first played it, but it's not that bad once you know how to do it and such. So all you gotta do is go straight to this pitchfork. And I like their excuse that, like, you know, like, there's like, hey, go kick your ass, you're a fucking pitchfork, and I'm a fucking ping pot anyway. What the fuck are we supposed to do? I'm sorry if I spit it on you.
Not from around here, are you, boy?
No, you're fine.
I'm from the 21st century.
I don't rightly recollect liking your type. Therefore, I
Oh,
conclude
yeah.
that I was gonna kick
This
you
is
up,
just-
but all around this barn
Like there's
there's
no tomorrow.
I was gonna stick my
I'm
big
gonna
fork
stick my
right
big
in
fork
your-
right in
Your
yes.
parents related? Like
Giggity.
before they were married?
Oh, I'm saying Alabama right here.
Here we go.
Alright, so for this one, what you want to do, you want to trick the fork into stabbing the hay. So once he gets real close to you, jump, and then, yeah. And then just hope that, like, he gets to the hay bales. Because, again, it's another one of those where it's like, sometimes, you know, sometimes you'll actually get the hay, and then there are other times where it won't get the hay. So you have to be, especially this little guy right here, this little small one right here. So
Don't worry, you got him.
yeah, like I said, when I first played this, it did give me a little bit of a trouble, but it wasn't as, but now it's not that bad. I can actually get through this, relatively no trouble. I might lose a chocolate bar here and there, but it's not that bad. I think we got 2 or 1, yeah, 2. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, again, you gotta have to get some good timing. This one.
Yeah, it gets faster. Like, I don't think that increasing speed kind of increases the difficulty here, but
Not as much in here, no.
oh, and if you notice, you can still see their eyeballs too.
Oh yeah, here's a. I'm gonna try to show it off if I can.
Step on it.
Yeah, you can actually squish them, and I think it might be after, but you can also kick them like a soccer ball too.
I don't think you can.
No, I know for a fact you can. I just don't remember like if it was like in here. It was like in here or like it was like in here or like you have to wait till the pitchfork is done. So I'll see if I can try to show it up. But I know for a fact you can also kick them like a soccer
And
ball.
that is the crappiest, this kick-ass I've ever
Question is, why the broom stop?
I mean, he probably, for all we know, maybe all those are like his friends and such. He's like, the fuck I done? Become my friends.
I mean, then by that logic, wouldn't he have stopped after getting rid of the first one?
Kill yourself, 'cause that's what
Marcus, dare question Conker's Bad Fur Day? The greatest game of all time? The greatest game that everyone will probably, I'm not even going to mention it because like he's going to do this himself. You dare question this game?
Yes.
Good boy.
And this is where it just gets hilarious.
Yeah.
And it also makes you question, how did he do it? How did he do it?
Logic! Rare Nintendo does not like it when you question their logic. And this is why we don't get monetized.
Exactly.
And nor do I want this to be monetized.
I don't blame you. This entire series should not be monetized at all.
I mean, this is us when we're not drunk. You probably don't want to see us when we are drunk.
I don't even remember what I'm like when I'm like that.
You're probably never gonna see me drunk, because this is literally what I'm like when I'm both drunk and not drunk, even though I don't drink.
Man, I'm pretty sure that the other guy here.
Let me see if I can do this.
Yes. Nope.
I think I did, but I probably could have seen it.
No,
but-
you squished it.
Yeah. I know for a fact you can't kick it like a soccer ball. I've done that before.
Oh, and after just a little bit of background for me.
Sure.
Here we go.
Uh-huh.
This is where we get to the good part of the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm stopping.
And this is where I'm trying to figure out here. This scared me when I was a kid too.
Again, I can imagine. Actually, there's a lot of things in here I can imagine scared you as a kid. When we get to the spooky stuff, like the spooky chapter, I'll admit the spooky chapter actually scared me a bit too, but more so for the fact that the zombies were coming after me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing I do like about this game. It's like, you know, it goes for like different genres, and much like how we make references, this game makes lots of references too. Not just video games, but even movies too. As we're gonna see with this guy in the next episode. Because I know this part's gonna take us a little bit of a while.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
This part is not that bad in terms of what you need to do, but it can't. Again, it's one of those that it can be frustrating if you're playing this for the first time.
Yeah, it was definitely frustrating for me when I first played it.
Same here for me.
In my own country, I am a
And
king.
I think I did the right thing by not playing this around the house.
Yeah.
Like, this scene in particular, I didn't understand it when I was a kid, and my mom pretty much got rid of the cartridge at that point when she saw what I was doing.
Yeah.
You see how fat she is?
I mean, I don't blame her. I mean, most other parents, again, like most other parents that don't read the ratings to see a cute squirrel on a counter thinks, here, little Johnny, play this, and then little Johnny learns about pollinate and how it's good to pollinate.
The wife kicked me out. All I want to do is pollinate. Oh.
I mean, technically, considering what species he is and what he wants to pollinate, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And now, when I look at bumblebees and flowers, I'm gonna think twice now about what they're actually doing.
True.
Hang on a second. Breast. She's a sunflower.
Hey, don't kink shame, Conker. This is what Rule 34 is.
Yep.
I mean, I've been on the internet long enough, but I've seen weirder shit.
Okay, I'd like to get back.
Yeah. Especially that series, Furry Force.
Oh boy.
I don't. I'm not gonna bring that up.
I probably don't even want to know.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. Trust me.
Well, without you brought it up, considering how many views we're gonna get on this series, I bet everyone's probably gonna look it up now.
I'm warning you. If you're gonna look this up, do not look that up. I mean,
He said that he sussed me. Yeah, you sussed him.
Oh, Among Us.
No, I'm sucking that. But yeah, I guess sus for Among Us.
Yeah, because the B said like he had no money and yet he offered him cash.
Help me out here.
We can't hear too much on the voice, but I do know what she sounds like, so.
yeah, that voice is imprinted in my brain.
Go away. Get that big tail of yours far, it's too tickly.
Get that big,
And that long, hairy tail away from me.
That can be taken in so many directions.
I mean, the tail is wide and big and hairy.
It could definitely.
Giggity giggity, let's have sex. That's basically this game in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So your objective here is basically these bees are basically ticklish. They like to tickle things. So basically, what you want to do now you can do this in either one or two ways. You basically what I would suggest is what I would suggest is get the first 3 bees to the sunflowers first, and then the last 2 bees round them up. You'll see why.
Yeah, I usually get the first 3 bees, and then I try to get the last 2 together.
I try doing it this way because it's a little bit more quicker. Now I don't know if this is set on like a certain time or how long it takes for you to get them to the sunflower, because I do know if you take a long while or if you stand for too long, the bees will start going away and you have to get them again.
Yeah.
I also do know if you go into the water, the bees will also go away as well, and you have to get them again too.
Yep.
So yeah, like I said, when I first played this, this part was pretty annoying, and even after getting this part, the next part coming up is also real annoying too.
Oh yeah.
So I'll try to get this part as fast as I can, but no promises, because even when I was doing the practice one, I had a hard time, let's just say getting on top. Giggity. Now I also don't know if you do have to wait, if you do have to stop and wait for the bees to follow you, or if you can just go straight to the sunflower and the bees will automatically go to the sunflower for you. I don't know about that, but
They do not.
They do not automatically go to the sunflower.
No.
So you do have to walk real slow and then wait for the bees to get to the sunflower. Thankfully, it's not that bad because the world is not that long to begin with, so it's not as tedious, but it can get pretty tedious again, especially if you're playing this for the first time. So, and like I said, that's another reason why some people don't like this game that much, which I can understand.
Oh, this makes me question: where did all the cheese go?
Well, the mouse exploded, so I'm guessing if there's no mouse, no rat, cheese don't exist anymore.
That makes no sense at all.
Well, neither does this game compared to what we're gonna find out right now. So why are you questioning my logic?
Because I like to.
And because technically it's part of our gig.
Pretty much.
I was gonna say our job, but YouTube's not my job. It's more of a hobby.
Yeah.
So. Well, then it's fair. If we can question game logic, we can question our own logic.
So true.
Unless we're one of those people where it's just like we can question any other logic except ours. Ours is perfect. But we're not one of those people. Or are we? Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. I don't think it'd be useful closer because I do not want to get him again.
I'm surprised you're not using the camera function. Oh, you might want to stop moving.
Yeah, I know.
That thing crushes way too.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he really does crush. You can see a little. Actually, if you look real close, you can see a little bit on what you're going to be getting soon once you get all the bees.
It's,
So you kind of do have a nice little show of what you're getting here.
it's kind of anticlimactic overall, to be honest.
Well, it's anticlimactic for us, but it's climactic for the bee and sunflower.
Yes.
So, yeah. Again, I've seen worse from the internet. I don't think I've ever, not that I want to, but I don't think I've ever got to a point where like people actually looked at real flowers. It's like, you know what? I want a bang flower. I mean, I've heard people. I don't know why, but I've heard people wanting to bang cars, but I never heard people wanting to bang plants.
You sure? Well, it's good that you haven't. It's very good that you haven't.
Yeah. There are literally weirder shit out there.
Yeah.
And I try not to kink stream, but sometimes I kink stream in my head.
Sometimes you gotta do it.
Yeah. And okay, so this is one part where it's just like it's better if you get these last two bees together. Because like I said, if you go in this water right here, the bees won't follow you anymore. And I think also if you fall down from a certain height, then the bees will also go away and you have to get them again. So this was one part that really annoyed me when I first played this, because sometimes I'll accidentally land in the water, or I'll accidentally land on the ground itself, and I'll lose a life. Thankfully, I did not this time.
Yeah, you would have.
Even if I fall down here, I'm pretty sure I probably would have lost only 1 or 2 chocolate bars. Hopefully.
You would have lost 3, I think.
Okay, well that's still better than nothing. And hopefully the bees probably would still follow me. So
And
yeah,
plus you still have chocolate.
true. Chocolate.
I'm not doing that bit. I've done that way too many times over the
I
years.
mean, everyone's done that bit to death.
Yeah, that's
And that's why SpongeBob is still the king of memes even today.
Yeah.
So okay, I forgot which. I think I went this way because I know if I go, because I think even if you touch the tiniest bit of water, the bees will go away.
Yeah, I
So
think so.
yeah, so I think I better just going off over here. And yeah, it actually looks like the little thwomp crates are going back to being slow now.
Yeah, they are.
Alright, I think this one. Yeah, this one. Go ahead. Ooh, shoot. Oh, that was close. Oh, okay. Yeah. Shit. Ah, well. Whatever. At least the bees didn't go away. Okay, whatever. That shit. Well, it's a good thing you're here. You're literally gonna get to the climax of the scene.
Yes.
And actually, this is one of the few moments where, like, I'm glad that Conker's eyes are a little buggy, because it gets buggy over here too. And actually, his facial expression is still a natural one, as you'll see.
I want to see how he actually looks in this scene.
Oh, you'll definitely see it. Okay.
Don't worry, they're still following you. Just go.
All right, here we go.
Like I said, not as climactic as you think, but
it does get climactic over here.
Yep.
And I like they don't even show it, but you can tell by the voice that yeah, they're really going at it.
Yep, and by the facial expressions of Conker.
So
lack of.
I mean, he goes from surprise and it's just like, what the fuck?
And now he looks happy. Look at him.
I mean, the wide eyes actually does make sense. It's like, oh shit. Well, I've seen weirder shit, so. So do you think this is what the queen bee does as well too? Except maybe there might be a male flower, or maybe the queen bee is secretly a lesbian.
No, queens never do that. They never go outside the hive.
Ah man.
I'm pretty sure if she did, she'd go for that flower. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure she would. A good weird, somehow sexy queen sunflower cat fight.
That'd be.
Okay, so this part right here is pretty annoying. yeah, this one can take a little while. So what you want to do, you want to, you literally want to bounce, on her titties and such, and basically you want, okay, okay, no, I still need to get them higher up.
And you gotta be careful because
because you can lose chocolate. So this part is a little annoying because, like, the reason I find this annoying is that, like, it's a little hard to try to aim yourself back on top of her breasts, just so you can bounce back up and get the money and such. I think if I were to at least still hold Z though and go for the second bounce, I think I might actually get it. But okay, let me see. Alright, I'll try to get this as many tries because we're not in the episode yet until. Okay, not high enough. Okay.
I wouldn't worry about chocolate. Just keep trying.
Yeah. Well, if I get down to maybe at least, if I lose one more chocolate, I'll get another one just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
But yeah, this part is still annoying to me. I don't like this part that much.
I really don't like it either. I always have trouble with this part.
Because again, it's one of those where it's just like, you know, just trying to aim you on the breast as well as trying to get a perfect height it's really obnoxious, is what it is. Yeah, because it does look like I should be going back on the breast, but no, I actually fall off again, so. Okay, I think I am supposed to hold down Z and then press jump 2 when I do this.
There you go.
There we go. Oh no. Well, okay, I'm getting one more chocolate just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. But yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. So let's just keep on going. And if we have to, maybe we could just probably edit it till we get to the damn money.
Exactly.
Oh,
Almost there.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard.
There you go.
I've heard of.
Oh, you are.
I
I see what you're doing. You're doing that a little bit too late.
Yeah.
I mean, no, you're hitting it too early. There we go.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Okay.
Like when you start the tail spin, you're doing it too early.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, then let's see. Okay. So, all right. So I'm just gonna hold down Z then. I can get back on top of the breast. I mean,
how are you missing?
That's what I want to know. Like I said, there are some moments where I'm like, yeah, I'm sure I'm supposed to go on top of the breast, but again, the game thinks I'm not, so. Like that.
See, I'm like, considering how big they are, they should have a huge hitbox.
They probably didn't want to defend all the huge city women out there with the. Okay, not yet. Oh, did I make it? Yes.
Yeah, see?
Okay,
You're doing it too early.
Alright, anyway, I was gonna say that like they probably didn't want to defend women with huge tits out there.
I mean, they're already offending a lot of people here anyway.
Yeah, true. Which again is another reason why this game will never get made again.
Yeah.
Actually, I think we'll mention this in the next episode, but it's funny that we mentioned it because technically there was supposed to be a sequel to this game. Oh yeah. But it never got made. But we'll touch on that next time, cause yeah. Alrighty, so this has been Sakura the Diesel. So alright, so we're still doing pretty good, and we got it in just about 30 minutes exact. That's not bad and such. So I know that next weekend we're gonna finish up. Hopefully we'll finish up the Barnyard act, which we should. Because we only got just a few more things left to do with that act, and hopefully in the next episode we'll at least start the next chapter in that game. Because yeah, as Conker said, we can now go back to the poo place too if we wanted to, which we'll do next time. But anyway, this has been Sakura the Diesel saying thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Conker, don't forget to hit that like button. If you guys want to see more episodes of Conker or any of your other favorite games, hit that subscribe button as well. Also, my good friend here, he doesn't do games that much anymore, but he still has a channel up and ready, so if you want to see what games he used to do when he did have a YouTube channel, I'll put the link to that in the description below. And speaking of games, if you guys got any games you want me to try out, list them in the comments on YouTube or on my Facebook page. Also, I forgot to mention this in the first episode, but if you guys want to see the first part of a new Let's Play series a week early, you could donate to my Patreon if you like, you don't have to. But anyway, this has been Sakura saying thank you all so much for watching. And we'll see you all in the next episode on Conker's Bad Fur Day, which we're going to finish up the Barnyard Zone and get into another movie reference. And we're literally going to play in Pooh, so until then, take care, everybody.
See ya!